In this video, I'm going to show you how to hire the best cleaners for your remote cleaning business step by step, because you can land all the customers you want, but if you don't have reliable cleaners to actually do the work, your business will collapse before it even starts. I know this because I scaled my own remote cleaning business past $2 million already this year, and the only reason I pulled it off is because I mastered a simple process for finding, screening, and onboarding great cleaners. Therefore, if you've ever wondered how to build a cleaning business that runs from your laptop without you ever picking up a mop, stick with me. Step number 1, post a job ad. And the first step is simple. You just gotta post a job ad. You need lots of applicants and you need the right kind of people. But here's the mistake most owners make because they get scared. They think, if I make it sound too hard, no one will apply. Then they write a fluffy ad that says things like, flexible job, we have fun, make money. And guess who that attracts? Flaky people who show up late and quit after a week. Therefore, your ad has to filter. It has to tell the truth about the work and attract only the ones tough enough to handle it. That's why my ads always use the title professional house cleaner. Not maid, not cleaner, professional. Why? Because words matter. Professional house cleaner sets the tone. This is a real job, not a side hustle. It tells applicants they'll be held to a standard. And inside the ad, I spell it out. You must have your own card that you don't share with anyone. You must have a smartphone, and you must be available during the day, period. And if you don't have those, don't even apply. If that turns someone off, good. That's the filter working. Now here's the part most people are scared to do. I tell applicants straight up, this job is hard. You're moving fast, you're sweating, scrubbing, and keeping the details sharp all at the same time. I don't sugarcoat it, but that's the point, because when you tell the truth, the wrong people weed themselves out, and the right people lean in. Like I said, your job ad isn't just an invite, it's a filter. It's designed to push the wrong people away and pull the right people closer in. We pay fairly with tips and bonuses, but we only keep people who show up and move with urgency. If you want to be proud of your work and get rewarded for it, apply. Because you're not trying to get everyone. You're trying to get the right ones to self-select. Then sell the mission, not just the pay. Yes, put the pay and the bonuses in the ad. People want to know they can hit 20 to 22 an hour plus tips. But money alone won't keep someone long term. What really matters is mission. So in my ads, I always include one line. Our mission is simple. Wow the customer. Not just to make them happy, wow them. Because people want to feel like they're part of something bigger. They want a reason to show up other than just a paycheck. Next, you want to add growth, respect, and rewards. Because little details show you run a real operation. Clear communication culture, consistent daytime schedule, perfect attendance bonuses, positive review bonuses, gym memberships, and Netflix subscriptions for top performers. Why include these? Because good cleaners want to know they'll be treated fairly, rewarded for effort. That's what helps keep them around. And finally, keep your application instructions simple but firm. I always write, apply online only. Don't call the office. Applications with complete answers will only be considered. It shows that you run a tight ship. If they can't follow those simple instructions, you don't want them anyway. So step 1 isn't about getting the most applicants. It's about writing the kind of ad that only the best applicants want to click on. Step number 2, the 5-minute phone screen. They either pass or fail, nothing in between. You can get 100 applications and think you've hit the jackpot. But the truth is, most of those people aren't even close to a fit. If you waste hours on long interviews, you'll burn out before you ever hire a team. Therefore, you need a fast system that filters good candidates in less than 5 minutes. That's why you use a 3-question phone screen. No more, no less. Every phone interview is 5 minutes tops. This isn't about charming them or selling them on the job. This is about you being in control and protecting your time. So from the first second of that call, you set the tone. Here's my opener. So literally say this verbatim. Hi, Jane. This is John with Happy Home Helpers. You applied for the professional house cleaner position. I've got 5 minutes for a quick screen to see if you're a good fit. Sound good? Right there you establish authority. You've got 5 minutes, not an hour. Then you ask these 3 questions. If they answer no to any of them, hang up immediately and move on to the next one. You don't need to be cordial to strangers. You need to manage your precious time. The first question you want to ask is the car question. Do you have a valid driver's license and a card that you don't share with anyone? This is a yes or no question. No story, no excuses. If they answer with a fast, confident yes, I have my own car and license, keep going. If they hesitate or say something like, I usually get rides or I share with my boyfriend, stop there and hang up. Because here's the truth. If they don't have their own car, they won't last, no matter what promises they make. The second question is about their availability. What's your availability on weekdays between 8 and 6 p.m.? You're looking for a clear, specific answer, like, I'm available Monday to Friday, full days. That's good. I can only work after 2 p.m., but not on Wednesdays. That's a red flag. Why? Because cleaning jobs pop up at all different times of the day. And the last thing you want is them not to be flexible because they'll constantly clash with your customer schedules. The third and final question is the experience question. Do you have any experience, even if it's just your own home or for friends and family? Here's where people surprise you. Some of my best cleaners had zero professional experience. There were moms who cleaned their homes like pros or people that just took pride in working hard. So don't get hung up on a resume. Instead, listen to how they talk about cleaning. Do they sound confident? Do they have their own supplies? Do they sound like they care about doing things the right way? And if you're still not sure, here's a pro tip question that helps you gain clarity every time. What's your go-to cleaning product for a bathtub? Why this works? If they answer instantly and specifically like Barkeeper's Friend or Scrubbing Bubbles or Dawn plus vinegar, that's when someone really knows what they're doing. If they pause, stumble, or say, any bathroom cleaner? That's someone who doesn't have enough experience. This one question cuts through the fluff and shows you if they've actually cleaned before. But remember, you're not there to chit-chat. This call is just 5 minutes max. And at the end, make a clear decision. If they pass all 3 questions, move them to the working interview. If they fail the call or the availability question, it's a hard no. Don't waste another second. Hang up. If experience is the only weak point, you can still give them a shot in the field test. And if you're going to advance them, here's the script. Great, it seems like this might be a good fit. The next step is a 1 to 2 hour working interview on a real cleaning job. It's unpaid. We look for speed, detail, and clear communication, and detailed before and after photos. If you do well, we'll start you right away. Sound good? If you decline, here's the script. Thanks for your time today. Based on your answers, this role isn't a fit. I wish you the best moving forward. Quick, respectful, no wasted energy. Most owners think hiring is about endless interviews and gut feelings. But with the 3-question screen, you filter out 80% of the wrong people before they waste any of your time. Therefore, the ones who make it to the next step are serious, reliable, and ready to prove themselves. So step 2 isn't about selling, it's about screening. You ask 3 questions, you stay in control, and you only move forward with the people who actually qualify. That way, you protect your time and you build your team with confidence. Step number 3, the working interview. Show me, don't tell me. Applications sound great and phone screens sound promising, but words don't clean houses. Talk is cheap. Therefore, you need a working interview because the only way to know if someone's actually going to make customers happy is to see them clean in real life under pressure. Anybody can say they're detail-oriented. Anybody can say they're reliable. But you don't want to gamble on promises. You want proof. A working interview shows if they can clean with urgency and detail. It tests if they can follow directions. And it reveals an attitude under pressure. And it filters out anyone who just wanted a quick paycheck. This is the moment where most of your maybe candidates will eliminate themselves. Keep it simple and controlled. Length, 1 to 2 hours, unpaid. The location, a move-out clean or an Airbnb where no customer's home. That way, if they do poorly, it doesn't matter. Have one of your senior cleaners run the test. Or if you have a field supervisor or ops manager, even better. You don't need to be there. I've hired over 100 cleaners over the past few years, and I've never been to one interview. But here's a quick pro tip. If they push back on an unpaid test, move on. Great candidates see it as a chance to prove themselves, and bad candidates see it as free labor. Here's how to structure the interview. Assign one room to clean like the master bathroom or the kitchen, because those show everything. Scrubbing details, speed, or if they get overwhelmed, and give clear instructions, like clean this room top to bottom, move fast and don't cut corners, take before and after photos. Then have someone watch their process. You're not just checking the final result, you're watching how they work. You're testing for 5 key attributes. Number 1 is speed. Do they move with urgency or do they drift? Because cleaning is physical and time-based, and a slow cleaner costs you money. The second thing is attention to detail. Did they miss the corners? Did they get down and scrub the baseboards or just lightly wipe them down with a mop? How about hard water stains on the faucet spouts? Anyone can wipe a counter, but pros notice the details. The third thing you're looking for is the patience to take lots of pictures. Did they get close up to the sink and toilet, or did they just take one lazy picture from the entrance of the room? This will show you if they follow your process and if they'll give you proof of every job. The fourth thing you're observing is attitude. Do they complain? Do they look annoyed? Or do they hustle with a good attitude? Because clients feel the energy, and you can't train attitude. The fifth and arguably the most important attribute is communication. You need cleaners who could say what's going on without confusion. If they're running late, they need to tell you right away. If they break something, they need to report it. If they don't understand instructions, they need to ask instead of guessing. Because poor communication leads to lost customers, bad reviews, and chaos in your schedule. But this is how I keep it simple when I decide yes or no. For speed, finished on time, no dragging, equals pass. Took forever? Fail. Detail. The room sparkles and checklists are complete? Pass. Obvious misses? Fail. For photos, clear correct format, and pictures from the same angle before and after? Pass. Forgot or sloppy equals fail. Attitude. If they're positive and coachable, pass. If they complain or they resist, fail. Communication. They listen well, answer questions clearly, and tell you what's happening without excuses equals pass. They mumble, dodge questions, or go quiet when something's wrong, fail. If they fail even one of these categories, don't bring them on. Because if they can't do it now in a test, they won't magically get better later. Then move them to onboarding. If they fail, say thanks for your time. Based on today's interview, we won't be moving forward. We wish you the best of luck. No drama, no apologies. Just clear and professional. A lot of owners hire people after one good phone call because they're desperate. But that's like marrying someone after one good date. You don't know them yet. Therefore, the working interview is your insurance policy. It saves you from bringing the wrong person onto your team and saves you from angry customers later. So step 3 is simple. Don't trust words, trust proof. Set up a 1 to 2 hour test, give them one room, and score them on speed, detail, photos, and attitude. If they pass, you move them forward. If they fail, move on. This is where you find out who's really cut out for the job. So by now, you've filtered the applicants, screened them on the phone, and tested them in the field. You've cut the flakes, and you've found the few who can actually clean with speed, detail, photos, a good attitude, and clear communication. But here's the thing, hiring them is only half the battle, because even great cleaners can fail if you don't set the tone from day one. And if you come across as soft or unclear, they'll start running the show instead of you. Step 4, onboarding with authority. You can find great cleaners and test them in the field, but if you don't set the tone the moment they join your team, they'll create their own rules, and that's when standards slip. Therefore, onboarding isn't about paperwork. It's about leadership. It's where you step up and show them, this is how we win, this is what matters, and this is how you succeed with us. Think about it. New hires are watching you closely. They're asking themselves, do I trust this company? Do I believe in this boss? Do I want to give it my best effort here? If you look unorganized, they'll treat the job the same way. But if you come in clear, confident, and prepared, they'll take you seriously and they'll rise to your standard. Step 4 is all about setting the standard. The goal of onboarding is to instill confidence in the company, make expectations crystal clear, and get buy-in to your mission. Wow the customer. This is where you make it known. Good is not enough here. We don't just clean houses. Our mission is to wow the customer, because that mission is what separates average cleaners from your dream team. Here's the script. Exactly what to say on day 1. Welcome to the team. You're here because you showed speed, detail, good photos, a great attitude, and clear communication in your interview. That's what we expect every day. Now, let me be clear. Our goal isn't just to clean. Our goal is to wow customers. That means when they walk in, they should say, oh my God, this place looks amazing. You'll see detailed notes for every job. Follow them exactly. If you don't know something, ask right away. Don't guess. And don't ever ask a customer. Ask the management team. If you're running late, tell us before the customer asks. And if anything breaks, report it immediately with a photo. The only way to succeed here is to make customers say, wow. That's how you earn more trust, more tips, and more bonuses. And here are the 4 key principles to instill. Number 1 is the mission. And I can't say this enough. You gotta wow the customer every time. Not good enough, not looks good, but wow. Number 2 is accountability. If they're late, they must notify management. If something breaks, they must report it immediately with a photo. If they think the job is going to take longer than expected, they have to report it when they arrive with photos. If they let the management team know right away when they arrive, they give them the opportunity to ask the customer for more money or to tell them exactly how much time they can spend. Number 3 is respect the system. Every cleaner must follow checklists and send photos. Number 4 is culture of communication. Questions are encouraged. Silence is not. The worst cleaner is not the one who makes mistakes, it's the one who hides them. Tone is everything. If you deliver onboarding like you're reading off a form, they won't respect you. But if you're firm, confident, and consistent, they'll know you mean business. Remember, you can be a boss without being bossy. Firm, fair, clear. That's how you win their respect. Here's some red flags to look out for when you're onboarding. Eye-rolling and sighing. If they don't buy in, cut them fast. If they're questioning every rule and they're already resistant, and they say things like, that's not how I usually do it, then they're not coachable. If you see these attitudes on day 1, believe them. And don't try to fix them. Let them go. Now, you might think cleaners just want money, but people stay with companies that give them purpose, clarity, and respect. Therefore, onboarding is your chance to set a standard that inspires loyalty and performance. So step 4 is not all about filling out tax forms and handing out t-shirts. It's about you stepping up as a leader and saying, this is who we are. This is what we expect. This is how you succeed here. If you set the bar high from day 1, your cleaners will either rise to it or they'll filter themselves out. And either way, you win. Step 5. Training on systems and FAQs. You can set high standards and demand excellence from day 1, but if your cleaners don't know what to do in real-world situations, they'll freeze or they'll guess. Or even worse, they'll totally ignore the problem and do their own thing. Therefore, you need clear systems and simple answers to the questions they'll run into on the job. But don't forget this, great cleaners aren't born, they're trained. And training doesn't mean shadowing someone for weeks. It means giving them a clear system they can follow every single time. With systems, every job feels the same to the customer. Fast, detailed, and reliable. Cleaners know exactly what's expected. They have the same exact checklist that the customer gets. Then you can step away because the business doesn't depend on you being there. And when I onboard new cleaners, I cover these non-negotiables. Number 1 is pictures. Before and after photos from every room. And you gotta take it from the same angle so I can match them up. Why? It proves the work was done and protects them if a customer complains. Number 2 is checklists. Follow the cleaning checklist every time. Why? So no corners get skipped and every cleaner produces the same results. Number 3 is notes. Read the client's notes before starting. Why? Because each house is different and details matter. like pet instructions, special products, or staging. Number 4 is communication. You gotta report when the job starts and ends, you gotta report damage immediately with photos, and report if a customer asks for something that's not included on the checklist. Now let's cover the questions that always come up. If you answer these during your training, you'll save yourself endless calls and texts later. Question 1. What if the house is messier than expected and will take longer than expected? Answer. Report it to the management team, because the management team needs to call the client immediately before the work starts and set clear expectations about the price or how much extra time is needed. If the client doesn't agree to that, then the management team needs to be clear about how much time will be spent. A flat rate doesn't mean unlimited hours, so always confirm how much time can be allowed. The best way to avoid confusion is to let the clients know up front, before you get there, how long their type of clean usually takes. Question. What if the customer asks me to do something that's not in the notes? Answer. Politely say, no problem, I'll let the management team know. Then report it. This way, cleaners never have to worry about arguing or having awkward interactions with the clients. Question. What if a customer is rude or makes me uncomfortable? Answer. Leave immediately, report it, and document what happened. Question. What supplies do I bring? Answer. Go over the exact supply list. Make sure they understand what's provided, if you provide anything, and what they're responsible for. And here's a pro tip. For cleaning natural stone like granite or marble, the cleaners can only use alcohol-based cleaners. Nothing with ammonia or dish soap, because those can leave a hazy, sticky film, and it's a real pain in the butt to get off. Usually the best thing to do is mix rubbing alcohol and dilute it with distilled water. That's it. But don't drown them with a binder. Keep it short, direct, and at a 5th grade reading level. Then walk them through the basics, answer frequently asked questions, and give them examples. Then test them. Give them a real-life situation and ask, what would you do? Listen for a confident and clear answer, and always correct them on the spot if they miss it. This way, they don't just hear it, they practice it. Now, here's the hidden benefit of systems. They make the cleaners feel supported. When a cleaner knows exactly what to do if they're late, if something breaks, or if a customer asks for more, they feel safe. And when they feel safe, they perform better. Most people think training is about teaching how to clean, but the truth is, training is about giving cleaners the confidence to handle anything without panicking. Think of it like a pilot with an engine malfunction. The passengers don't know the details. They just need to feel that the pilot is calm and in control. If the pilot panicked, the passengers would panic too. It's the same with the cleaners and clients. Even if a cleaner isn't 100% sure what to do, the client should never sense it, because clients get uneasy and complain when they think their cleaner's unsure. That's why systems matter. They help your cleaners project calm, confidence, and control no matter what's going on behind the scenes. So step 5 is all about systems and FAQs, because you can demand high standards, but without structure, even good cleaners will fail. Therefore, you teach the systems, answer the FAQs, and give them the confidence to handle any situation. That's how you create cleaners who don't just work hard, but they work smart. Then they can produce consistent results and handle every situation professionally. And with that, you've got the complete 5-step process. Number 1, post the right ad. Number 2, do the 5-minute phone screen. Number 3, run a working interview. Number 4, onboard with authority. And number 5, train on systems and FAQs. This is the exact process I use to scale my remote cleaning business past $2 million this year. And if you follow it, you'll have a team you can trust and a business that runs without you with customers that keep coming back. Whether you're just starting a cleaning business or you want to scale the one you've got to 6 figures a month, go to johnmartelite.com. That's where you can access my step-by-step system, the one that my clients use to build life-changing income. And as always, you can count on me to give it to you straight. I'll see you in the next one.